watching another episode of The Spectre. Welcome to another episode of The Spectre. I know in the first episode you saw this t-shirt. Oops, sorry. The Walking Dead. What are your thoughts of Negan bashing the brains out of someone in the crowd? Could it be Glenn? Could it be Rick? Could it be Carl? Could it be Maggie? Could it be Abraham? Could it be... We don't know who it is. They didn't write it yet. Or this episode aired. Maybe they did write it. I don't know. Anyway, tell me what your thoughts are. Who Negan killed on The Walking Dead. Anyway, this episode is all about haunted cars. I know you've all seen the movie Christine. Or the movie The Car. Or what's that movie with all the AC/DC? Oh yeah, Maximum Overdrive. Apparently all the cars become haunted. Well, it's mostly like alien stuff. I don't know. Anyway, they're all possessed. My favorite movie is Christine. Hands down, Christine is the best horror haunted car ever. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and Stift Def Limo. Say that 5 times fast. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and Stift Def Limo. 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 Anyway, World War I tends to be forgotten war. Despite being pretty terrible on its own right and setting the stage for the entire 20th century. The French forces, for instance, lost more lives in first month of World War I than the US did, the entire Civil War. Everyone who has been through a freshman world history course knows the conflict started when Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife were shot by a Bosnian anarchist. The crazy thing is, Ferdinand had already avoided an attempt on his life that day and was actually on his way to the hospital to comfort those who had been injured in a crossfire. One of the would-be assassins simply walked out of the cafe and saw his intended target, the Archduke and his wife, were shot through their heads and throats. Their deaths would not be the last caused by the limo. The limo was owned by 15 different people, which was involved in 6 accidents and 13 deaths. Well, the next one is not more than a car. It's a place in Britain, the A3 highway, where, get this, people were just driving around and they saw an accident. They saw lights going left and right and go in the ditch. So they called the cops and reported the incident. So when the cops arrived, they asked questions. What happened? Oh, so we saw some light go on the side and... Oh, that's more Scottish. Anyway, we saw some lights go on the side and there was an accident right there. So the cops looked around and didn't find nothing. But they kept on looking. They looked and looked and looked and looked. So what they found was a Volkswagen, which was like way under the ground. And the car was smashed, and there was a body that was in the car, which was a guy, which his body was decomposed. So the police did some testing, and the body was decomposed. He'd been dead for 5 months. So, who was it? It was a ghost car. So probably the people that saw the lights flicker and everything, probably it was the ghost car indicating to them to tell the police to find, so the police could find them. There is other video. There's videos also. There's a video like a cop car is chasing. Well, here I'll show you. James Dean Porsche 500. Now this one is interesting. He was speeding. He took his car out. He was speeding. He crashed. He died. Rest in peace. Dean's friend and famous car customizer George Barris took the remains of the Spider and sold parts to other drivers. Barris sold the engine and drivetrain to 2 doctors who entered cars carrying the parts in the same race in Panama, California. During the race, both crashed horribly and one of the doctors was killed. Barris eventually began to believe in the curse and gave the car the California Highway Patrol. They attempted to display Dean's car as a warning to careless drivers, but more bad luck followed. The first place it was displayed was a garage, which promptly burnt down, leaving only Little Bastard standing in the smoldering debris. On its way to a high school, Little Bastard broke free from the truck hauling it and caused another fatal accident. CHP moved it to a stand at yet another high school where the car fell and broke a student's hip. While in transit, the Spider fell off its trailer a total of 3 times, crushing a truck driver. The car also injured 2 thieves who tried to pry out the steering wheel and blood-stained seats. So after this, CHP was tired of seeing this, so he went to the crash site, but the car was gone and the flatbed truck was gone and has never been seen since. So take that. The curse of James Dean. The curse of James Dean car. Spider 500. That's why they like the Little Bastard. That's what he called it. The Little Bastard. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Spectre. Hopefully you'll like, subscribe, and remember, always look behind you. You never know what's lurking in the dark.